Oceans cover 71% of the world we live on and hold the majority of our life. Our oceans play an important part in our everyday life as well. They help our climate absorb carbon dioxide. They feed millions of people, and hanging out on our beaches, or their beaches, is also a favorite pastime for many. Oceana is dedicated to advocating science-based fishery management and restoring the world's oceans, as stated from oceana.com. Our oceans have been hugely affected by human activity in the past few decades. We are overfishing the oceans, which is leaving species almost extinct and threatens not only their ecosystems, but our livelihood as well. Overfishing has also caused a huge problem in our marine ecosystem, which, when we need it the most, Not all fish require the use of fresh water that we could be using for drinking water. And they produce very little carbon dioxide, and they don't require land dedicated to them as cattle or other sources of meat. And they are also just as healthy as chicken, beef, pork. That's also stated from an article in oceana.org as well. We are also polluting our oceans with oil spills and trash, which drastically affects their environment and health of not only wild fish, but of all marine life as well. Some fish and shellfish aren't exposed to oil spills immediately, but when they do come in contact with oil, if it's mixed into the water, when they're exposed to the oil, adult fish may experience multiple problems such as reduced growth, enlarged livers, changes in heart and respiration rates. They can also experience fin erosion and reproduction problems. Oil also adversely affects eggs, according to the NOAA. One way we can help save our oceans would be by fisheries or aquaculture. Aquaculture is the breeding, rearing, and harvesting of animals and plants in all types of water environments. This is one of the most resource-efficient ways to produce animals and protein. This has also helped improve nutrition and food security to many parts of the world. These fisheries are not only can help bring back some of our decreasing fish population, but can also help the overfishing problem we are facing. Studies show that by implementing better and proven management measures, we can potentially increase the global fish catch by 15%, and we could rebuild our ocean's biodiversity and abundance, and could end up feeding up to 1 billion people in a healthy seafood meal. This is also from an article on oceana.com. We also know that we can't stop spills in the ocean, but we can try to prevent them from reaching the shore and try to reduce the impact that it has on marine life, if possible. There are a few things that we can do to help with the breakdown of oil, and this is called bioremediation. Certain portions of oil are biodegradable, and with proper application of certain fertilizers, you can speed up this process. Certain plants are also associated with microorganisms that have shown promise in speeding up the breakdown of oil. However, even even amplified biodegradation process takes weeks or even years. And it is commonly used in conjunction with other cleanup activities. Of course, there are other methods of cleaning up oil spills as well, like manual labor and marine cleanup. And marine cleanup is something that many people do, but the outcome just isn't as great as everyone would hope it would be, because the capturing of animals usually has a dramatic effect, of wild animals usually has a dramatic effect on them, and they cannot be rehabilitated, or they have already absorbed a lot of the toxins that come from the oil. There's also skimmers and dispersions that are used, and according to the oil spill prevention website, oils have chemical agents similar to like soaps and detergents that will help break up oil into very small drops, which dilute throughout the water. Even though they don't like completely disappear, it's easier for them to be biodegraded, and it provides a measure of protection for sensitive habitats threatened by the surface slick. And many more techniques are also used in this as well. If we all pitch in together and to help bring life back to the ocean and to help keep it cleaner than ever, and we could make a huge change in our world today, like feeding millions of hungry people in poverty and keep our oceans beautiful for years and years to come. As stated earlier, our oceans make up 71% of the earth, and together, if we do our part, we could bring it back to the thriving ecosystem that it once was 20 years ago.